Welcome to my little space, where heart and hook stitch up a place where we can together make a refuge safe for all our sake. I wanted to show off a dress I just got. I'm kind of in like a no buy clothing for myself type of era. However, this gal was selling this on Facebook Marketplace. It just popped up on my scrolling of Facebook and I wanted to see it. So I went over, met up with her, and I bought it. And check it out. Look at the sleeves are... Oh, you've got a string dangling there. That's okay. I can snip that. It's sheer on the sleeves and down here and down the back. Can't really see. And but lined everywhere else. It's got a slit here. It's definitely very, I don't know. It's brand new, but it definitely has like a vintage look to it. And I looked up the brand, and it's apparently something that sells on Amazon. But other dresses like this, I couldn't find this one exactly. Other dresses like this that they sell look like they're between $70 and $80. So I feel like I got a steal for $30. Obviously won't wear it with those purple Crocs, but I'll have to find some, things to wear it for. I don't know. I love having very unique items to wear in my closet. So I'm excited about this. I almost don't feel like I could wear anything crocheted over the top of it because it's so unique already and busy and interesting. Maybe like a shawl. Maybe a shawl. Look how cute my leafy green customer is. She sent me these pictures and posted them after I finished editing the last video, so I went ahead and put them in this one. Once again, this is the pattern called Leafling Top by Cozy Fairy Craft. I will link to her pattern in the description box, and I think it was a couple videos ago in this series of vlogs that you can watch me making it. Hi there. I didn't realize I was being watched. It's a rainy day today. Only a tiny bit of rain, really, but I didn't really feel like recording anything after last week's pretty long video and quite a bit of editing that went into that. I just dove right into making another shrug. So this is another Flower of Life shrug patterned by Star Lily Creations. And I'm already nearing completion of this. So I'll just pop up some, progress pictures so you can see kind of the progression of it being made real quick here. But I guess part of me just felt like getting centered and just sitting down, relaxing, and crocheting without thinking about being on camera and talking to the camera. But then I guess I felt like I should do something. So I did set it up for a little bit here while I'm crocheting. And somehow I'm able to count my stitches while I'm talking right now, which is amazing. So yeah, this is going to be really cute. I bought this one peach colored yarn, not the one I'm stitching with right now, but this one that's in this row. As you can see, this peach and this peach are very similar, but they're not exactly the same. And what I'm doing is the majority of this sweater is in those two peaches, alternating between those two peaches. but then with a skinny row of something different in between. So this peach, I bought this in some giant skeins several years ago when I needed some more light peach color for Caucasian dolls. And when I saw it on the screen, I bought it online. It looked like it was gonna be more of a skin tone, but it turns out it's very, very peach. So it's not a good skin tone for dolls. So I had a lot of it, and I've used it. I've used a good amount of it up already for various things. For a while, I was using it just to cut lengths of it to tie up packages, you know, that sort of thing. And doing my series of monochromatic shrugs and hoods, I thought, why don't I go ahead and make a shrug and a hood that's like all peaches. And then I also happened to get this in a batch of secondhand yarns, which is a very similar peach, more of like a baby yarn. And I thought, you know what? It will have a lot of the very, very similar peaches, but I feel like it's enough variation and shifting in tone that it has some interest. So I think this is going to look really pretty when it's done. And I will have gotten through more of this peach. So if Star Lily sells out of the shrugs that I last sent her, I will have this to add to my batch that will be available to her, but also to anybody else. If anybody is interested in any of these things that you're seeing me make, sometimes I'm slow about getting listings up in my shop, especially for these, since I know she may be wanting to... Oops, I'm talking and I'm getting the wrong thing stitched there. Especially for these things that, you know, I may already have an automatic buyer for eventually. Just reach out to me and let me know, because I can always make a listing for you if you want dibs on any of this stuff. But if you want to know how to make this, this is still a tutorial that she has available on her Patreon, Star Lily's Patreon. It's been something that she's wanted to put out as a written pattern for a long time, but she hasn't gotten the help that she needs to formulate the pattern correctly, to scale it for different sizes. She had asked me if I'd be willing to help out with that, but for me, already pattern writing is sort of like a chore. It is something I want to do more of for myself, to get more of my patterns up, because it is, once you get the pattern up, you know, it is passive income, each pattern that sells. But to me, just the writing up instructions so that anybody can read it and understand what you mean is so laborious. But I do get through making patterns pretty quickly. So, but you know, I said no to her because it's already hard for me to get around to writing my own patterns, even though that's something I do want to prioritize more. I do want to do more of. I basically just want to do everything. So I will let you go for now and keep doing this. Somehow I've been doing that and counting stitches properly and doing the right stitches. And I'll show you what this is going to look like when it's finished. I'm also going to make the matching hood with the same exact yarns. Oh, check out this yarn. This is the one I'm doing the edge in. It's got all these little baubles. Isn't that fun? It even has some like little metallic wispies. Yeah, you can see the sparkle in that. So I'll be able to photograph this set probably by the end of the week. And I'm finally going to make also that leaf necklace the leaf garland necklace that I was talking about, I think a couple chapters ago in my vlog. I still haven't gotten the order for the leaf bandana, but I still have the yarn sitting out for that. But I did just make a sale of 2 custom horses. At least it's my listing for a custom horse, but the customer said it's for 2 ponies. So I'll have to look, and when she sends me the pictures, I'll see whether I need to do any adjustments to the pattern. So that pattern is by ZZ Dora Crochet. Sorry, my phone cut out there. It's a constant battle juggling how much phone storage my phone is dealing with. So I had to delete some stuff I'm not using anymore. And I'm just going to say I'll check back in when I'm finished with this shrug and maybe the hood. And when I feel like showing you something else. I just don't want to bore you. So I hope if you enjoyed the last week's video, so where I kind of just ramble throughout the week, let me know. If you found it boring, let me know. And maybe I can, do something different with editing if I need to make things more succinct or just not ramble so much. I just want to share my week of creations with you in what hopefully is a fun way. So if you enjoy the longer form videos where I kind of just ramble here and there, that would be good to know, because that's kind of easy to do. It doesn't take as much editing and that kind of thing, and that is not as much planning. So, yeah, things are going well here. I'm loving life. I'm so lucky to be a working artist, getting to wear my robe inside when it's middle of the day and rainy, and I can choose to do a video if I feel like it, and I don't have to if I don't. First, I'm going to show off, I finished this gorgeous peach rendition of this Flower of Life shrug, patterned by Star Lily Creations. Look how pretty! There's just little pops of some similar complementary colors that are kind of in the peach realm, with this edge of this gorgeous sort of bobbly specialty yarn. So I look forward to photographing that probably tomorrow morning, because soon today I will be finished with a matching hood to wear with it. It will also have that specialty bobbly yarn around the edge. But I come today with an agenda. I have a little celebration to do. Not so much celebration, just like it's an achievement. I have done a year of my anti-Trump art project. My Nanas Against Trump and Fascism. I've been releasing one Nana every week since he was elected, and I've just released Nana number 52, so 52 weeks in a year. So my 52nd Nana that I just released yesterday, because today is Thursday, is Nana Liberty, named after the Statue of Liberty. Most of these, all except for actually 3, are named after real people. A lot of them are people I really know in real life. A lot of them are just celebrities that I find inspiring in some way. And they are in no particular order, except I did think of doing my mom first. So here's my list. I wanted to like do a quick little showcase of all 52 that I've done so far. This marks a year of Trump's presidency. I have decided I'm doing this until Trump is gone, whatever that means. Gone from the role of president or gone in some other way. So hopefully I don't have to do this for too much longer. Honestly, if he's just gone suddenly, I don't see it being much better. It might be worse. I don't know. But at least for me, I think my project will be done at that point. This is Nanas Against Trump and Fascism. Okay, so I will pop up a picture here of each Nana as I go. And keep in mind, if you're interested in any of these, most of these are still available. Several of them are not, but most of them are. You can find them all in my Etsy shop, whichever ones are available. And beginning the week, starting November 24th, for Cyber Sale, Etsy's Cyber Week sale, all of my Nanas, as well as a lot of my already made items, will all be 50% off. So I'll still have the price range that you can select within, and it will automatically take 50% off. So you can get them for 50% off of my bottom price. So if you, and I will still donate that from the Nana sales to the ACLU. But in the order that I made them, number 1, Nana Becky. That's named after my mom. Number 2, Nana Carol, named after my grandma, my mom's mom. Number 3, Nana Jan, named after my other grandma, my dad's mom. Number 4, Nana Chikako, named after my roommate in college. Number 5, Nana Anna, named after Anna Hamry, my choir teacher in college. Number 6, Nana Helene, named after Helene Joseph Weil, my voice teacher in college. Number 7, Nana Rufus, named after Rufus Wainwright. And as you can see, I'm naming them after men as well. Number 8, Nana Ryan. Number 9, Nana Matilda. Number 10, Nana Pryor. Number 11, Nana Scarlett. This is named after Scarlett Pavlovich. Number 12, Nana Bernie, named after Bernie Sanders, of course. Number 13, Nana Marianne. This is named after Marianne Edgar Buddy. Number 14, Nana Amelia, named after my friend. Number 15, Nana Sarah. This is one of 2 Sarahs, I think. This one is named after, number 15 is named after Sarah Silverman. Number 16, Nana Alexandria. This one is named after AOC. Number 17, Nana Robert, as in Robert Reich. Number 18, Nana Volodymyr. This is named after Volodymyr Zelensky. Number 19, Nana Kamala. Kamala Harris, of course. Number 20, Nana Sarah. This is the second Nana Sarah, but number 20 is named after Sarah McBride, our congresswoman. Not mine. She's not from California, but number 21, Nana Tim, as in Tim Walls. Number 22, Nana Bob. She's named after my grandpa. Number 23, Nana Ruth. That's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Number 24, Nana Katanji, as in Katanji Brown Jackson. Number 25, Nana Renee. She's named after Renee Fleming. Number 26, Nana Taylor, named after Taylor Swift. Number 27, Nana Beyonce, named after Beyonce. Number 28, Nana Billie, as in Billie Eilish. Are we catching a theme here? Number 29, Nana Bjork, named after Björk. I just said it twice, 2 different ways, but Björk. I'm trying to get that correct. Number 30, Nana Marie, as in Marie Curie. Number 31, Nana Allen, as in Alan Turing. Number 32, Nana Frida, named after Frida Kahlo. Number 33, Nana Jean, as in Jean Wilder. Number 34, Nana Dada, as in Dada Neon Crochet. She's another crocheter, and she's the first person that I ever saw crocheting nanas. Number 35, Nana Ann, as in Anne Frank. Number 36, Nana Betsy. This is named after Betsy Wolfe, Broadway star, from my hometown, actually. Number 37, Nana Catwise. She's named after the artist that goes by Catwise. Number 38, Nana Tig. This is named after Tig Notaro. Number 39 is Nana God. So this is named after the social media accounts that go by God. Number 40, Nana Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yes, I named a Nana after Flying Spaghetti Monster. I think, did I call it just Nana FSM? I think it's Nana FSM. Number 41, Nana Aurora, named after the singer Aurora. Number 42, Nana Gaga, as in named after Lady Gaga. Number 43, Nana John, and this is named after Jon Stewart. Number 44, Nana Carol. This is my friend Carol Letness. Number 45, Nana Richard. She's named after my friend Richard Wade. Number 46, this is Nana Maureen, also named after my friend. Number 47, this is also my friend Nana Doris. 48, Nana Jeffrey. She's named after my brother. Number 49, Nana Erica. That's my sister-in-law that she's named after. Number 50, Nana Dan. That's named after my uncle. 51 is Nana Kathy. She's named after my aunt. And number 52, bringing us to a whole year, is Nana Liberty, named after the Statue of Liberty. So, I've done what I've pledged to do for a whole year now. Oh my gosh, I guess when I set out to do something, I do it. And I'm going to keep doing it. So I thought that this was the right time to showcase what I have so far. Like I said, most of these are available, and if you're interested, check out my shop and stay tuned to see which ones I make next. And so I'm going to get to finishing that hood, and I'll be photographing that tomorrow, and I'll take you along with me as I crochet my new yarn that I just made in the last vlog into my blanket project. The 2 reviews I got this week were from my customer who bought the pair of spiderweb gloves and the spiderweb poncho. Okay, I really wanted to give a quick plug for this new book in the realm of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. It's called Spaghetti's Ready for the Truth About Santa. And this is written by a man who also did the documentary called I Pastafari, that he ordered a bunch of little Flying Spaghetti Monster ornaments from me to help promote this book, to send off with like maybe the first several copies. I'm not even sure. But so I wanted to help plug his book. I've ordered myself 2 copies, one for my family and one to gift at Christmas. So I wanted to read his little blurb here. This is what he wrote in his Instagram post for the book. On November 24th, 1859, Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species, introducing the world to his theory of evolution by natural selection. 166 years later, on November 24th, 2025, a work of equal importance emerges, and it's available to pre-order today. Link in bio. I'll put the link, by the way, in the description box of this video. When 2 skeptical kids begin to question the holiday stories they've been told, an unexpected visitor arrives to help them discover the truth, the Flying Spaghetti Monster. From the ancient Roman celebration of Saturnalia to Nicholas of Myra, from Odin to Father Christmas, Spaghetti's Ready for the Truth About Santa explores how cultural traditions evolved over time to shape the holiday hero we know and cherish today. Written for the parents of children who are ready for the truth, this one-of-a-kind tale brings a secular, science-minded perspective to the season while using humor, history, and critical thinking to gently guide families through one of childhood's biggest questions. More than just a book about Santa, this story is a playful introduction to the way beliefs evolve, myths merge, and cultures create meaning, encouraging kids to see the holidays not as magic, but as a celebration of imagination, generosity, and wonder. Happy Friday. I'm back with my completed yarn. I did show this off in the last chapter, my last vlog, but it was actually still a little bit damp in the pictures, and I feel like you could kind of see that. Look how gorgeous this is. If you want to see me making this and you didn't watch my last vlog, go back and watch my last vlog too, and you'll see most of the process of that being spun. So what I'm going to do now on camera is snip these little bits of thread that I have tying the skein together. That's just to keep it from getting tangled up in the soaking and the thwacking and the drying. So I'm just adding those little scraps of thread back into my scraps bag to go into future yarn. Even though they have little knots, that doesn't matter. They'll get caught up in a twist. So I still don't have a yarn swift, which is what you would use for this kind of thing. I do have a ball winder, but I actually don't like to use it so much. So pardon my squeaky chair. This is how I do it. I snug it down over my knee and hopefully, oh, there's an end. I was going to say hopefully I can find an end, and I found it right away. And then I can just roll it into a ball. I have rolled balls by hand like this my whole life, and I tried the little ball winder. I just don't care for it. I feel like I can do this basically just as fast almost. Maybe not technically, but when I tried to do, I think regardless, the yarn wants to unwind itself as I'm plying. It seemed like it maybe was wanting to do that even more so when I was trying to ply my single that I had rolled up with a ball winder into a cake. But I like my balls of yarn. I don't know. Maybe it's something about hands-on and not having to get out another gadget. I'm not very much a gadget type person. I like things as if there's a simple, easy way to do it without much gadgetry. That's my jam. Along the same lines, like I like to pour my coffee over a simple little cone over my cup. I just really don't care for any kind of coffee machine. Any kind. A simple little grinder for grinding beans and a little pour over cone that sits on top of my cup with a filter in it. I don't like lots of gadgets that take up lots of space that you have to get out and put away and clean. Look how beautiful. So now I thought I would show you on camera crocheting this yarn that I spent like 7+ hours, like 7.5 hours in the last video making. I pulled out what I have so far of my project. I've shown this before in previous videos, but here is my blanket so far with 4 completed squares, all from the yarn that I'm making from my own yarn scraps. And now, and then this is a partial square. I will add on to this square with my new yarn. And when I get to the final row of stitches, I'm going to attach it as I go to anywhere on here. We'll figure that out when I get to that point. So I've just been tying the ends together. After I crochet with the new strand a little bit, I'll tie the ends together in a square knot and just trim them and not bother trying to weave them in. Let's see here. Yes, it's a seamless transition between some wild, crazy, colorful yarn into another wild and crazy, colorful yarn. Okay. I thought I should get you a little bit of a close-up of some of this crocheting, so let's move the camera. What I wonder is, can we get some crochet ASMR happening? Let's see. Alrighty, folks, here is my latest completed square. Get some good close-up. As you saw, the center of the square was already made previously, and it's been attached as I worked through this final round of the square. I attached as I went. So the next square I make, I will attach here and here as I go, and then I'll continue around. So I still have that much yarn. Hi, Willie. So I'll crochet this into what I can and save that for the next time I have more yarn ready. All right, so I said I would come back and tell you some of my blood work numbers. Basically, everything's boring in terms of being just perfectly good and healthy and normal. All the levels of magnesium, potassium, calcium, vitamin D, thyroid function, liver function, A1C, and then all these other things. Everything's in the normal range. My HDL is 49, which is great. According to the doctor, it should be above 39. So that's really good. That's the good cholesterol. All cholesterol is good cholesterol, in my opinion, when you're on a low carb diet. So that's really good. My LDL was 182, which they consider elevated, but it is not at the level that they would automatically recommend statins for, which is 190. Anything at 190 or above, I mean, it's approaching that, but the last times that I had my blood drawn for lipids, so in the last several years, the previous times were the times that I was being recommended statins, and my LDL was in the 200 to 300s. So actually the last time I had blood drawn for lipids was 2.5 years ago or so. My LDL was 302 and it's down now to 182. And I honestly think that that was the biggest difference there that would have made that kind of change, was quitting the heavy whipping cream in my coffee and doing protein powder now instead. So I think that looks better to your typical doctor. It looks better to me. I wasn't concerned about my LDL in general, but one of the big things that people who are on this diet talk about, instead of looking at LDL and total cholesterol, so the other thing is my total cholesterol this time is also elevated because of the LDL. So it was 238, but previously, 2.5 years ago, it was 378. So from 378 down to 238 is a big difference. And I've only been doing the protein in my coffee instead of the cream for the past few months, 4 or 5 months, maybe that long. I'm not sure. My triglycerides were 47, which is excellent, I think, or at least in the healthy range. And so one of the things that a lot of people talk about as a better indicator for heart disease is the ratio of triglycerides to HDL. And that would be triglycerides divided by HDL, and you want it as low as possible. If it's 1.5, it's considered very good. Anything lower is even better. Like 1 is excellent. So my triglycerides being 47, divide that by HDL, which is 49, and I'm under 1. So that's excellent for that. Based on those numbers, I think I'm in excellent shape, but we still have yet to see the calcium score from a CT scan. So we're still going to do that. There is family history of heart disease, which I told him about over the phone when he was going over these numbers with me, because initially I forgot to tell him about that. And the insurance came back and said, we're not approving the CT scan for the calcium scoring because we don't know anything about why she needs it. I guess he hadn't given them any information, just said that we wanted it. So he's going to give them the family history, and now we've got the blood numbers to give them with my elevated LDL. But as it is, based on these numbers in their system, in their computer system, it plugs all these numbers into some sort of calculation, and it comes up with a percentage chance for heart disease. And this is all based on sort of standard of care as it stands right now, with, in my opinion, which has a lot of sort of outdated ideas about cholesterol. But with that, their system calculates me at 0.8% chance for heart disease. So my doctor was very pleased with all of this. Like I said, he's basically on board with the carnivore keto way of eating. And I didn't say this, but by the way, this is like a follow-up from my last chapter where I talked about going to the doctor and getting my blood work, because I eat a high-fat, low-carb, mostly carnivore, sometimes ketovore diet. So mainly animal foods like meats, eggs, cheese, and dairy, like, I said cheese, cream, not so much milk because that has a lot of sugar with the lactose. But then plant foods, basically the only plant foods I eat pretty regularly are avocados and olives and lettuce. And then I will also have sometimes like some tomato paste or tomato sauce in a soup. I'll do sugar-free ketchup, that kind of thing, condiments, low-carb condiments, and spices and herbs. So I just wanted to follow you up on that and or catch you up on that. So I'm quite pleased with that. I am kind of anxious to see what my calcium score will be, as I explained in the last video. Oh, and then another thing, my mom requested that I have my LP(a) tested, because that's one of the lipoproteins that they don't normally test in a typical lipid panel. So that is like, if that number is high, that is an indicator that you have the familial, the genetic component that really makes you build plaque in your arteries, at least according to the people that she's talked to. I don't really know much about that, but if that number is high, it's kind of a concern. So she wanted me to have that checked as well, to see if I have that genetic component working against me. But this is all, like, in my opinion, I'm like, from what I've gleaned, I think I'm on the right track for like excellent health with my diet and stuff. And it's hard for me to not think that more of this has to do, more of our health and our like chance for heart disease. I tend to lean towards thinking more of it has to do with diet than a lot of us are led to believe. But getting all these tests, seeing what the markers actually show, is kind of my way of trying to confirm it to myself and put my money where my mouth is. So we'll see how that all turns out. I will keep you updated when I find out any more numbers. I'll be going and getting another blood draw next week on Thursday for the LP(a). And now I also have to wait to see if they will confirm that I can get the CT scan for the coronary artery calcium scoring to see if I have actually anything built up in my arteries anyway. Because I think it's asinine to prescribe someone a statin based on your LDL numbers without looking to see if there actually is any plaque building up. Because now they have this scan that can look and see whether there's any plaque building up at all. So anyway, I will keep you updated on that. And I just wanted to record this little segment before leaving town because I'm going to be going down to my partner Ryan's house for 4 days now, and I'll be uploading my next video from there. So I'll see you down there at his house. And just like that, we are back to making more nanas. So this will be Nana number 53. And this one I'm naming after Michael Edmonster, who has been doing the new music you're enjoying with my videos. You will have to wait until next week's video to see the final photo shoot. Hello there, coming to you from my partner's house. I'm actually all set up here because I have something very interesting that I'm doing today. I'm going to be having a 10-minute Zoom call with a casting director for this YouTube channel. I won't give the name yet in case it doesn't pan out, but where they're trying to get 25 Christians and 25 atheists to have a conversation. And I checked out the channel and it looks very much like they aren't trying to instigate drama and debate. It's more like everybody is sharing about themselves and trying to find common ground. So it seems pretty nice. And I also know somebody who was in the most recent episode. So I reached out to her and she said that they were all very respectful. So I'm kind of intrigued and interested. So I have a Zoom meeting today, a Zoom call. I guess it's kind of probably like my interview. But if they want me for that episode, I'm going to go down to LA in a couple weeks and do like 1 day of filming for that. So if that pans out, I will let you know and I will give you the link and everything. And aside from that, I also just made this. I have my mic attached to it, so I'm not gonna, well, it was moving. I'm not gonna lift up that part, but I just made yesterday 2 of these, this dark green and one in lighter green. This is that leaf garland that I was talking about wanting to make as a necklace. So I figured I would wear it today and have it match with my outfit. I have yet to photograph these officially for my social medias, but I will do that in the next couple days. And so the next thing I'm working on, well, the next thing I worked on was a batch of Flying Spaghetti Monster ornaments. I got 6 more done. So those are ready to go. And one of them just sold at some point last night. And then I'll show you, I have little balls of yarn here lined up. This is all cotton or like some sort of natural fiber. Mostly this is all cotton. And then I've got the start here of the centerpieces of the 2 side panels for another Flower of Life shrug. And I'm doing it all scrappy in these cottons. And look how gorgeous. The color right now isn't going to show very well because the lighting is kind of funky in here right now. I don't have my ring light with me. But this is Marie. She was facing the other way at first. Sorry about my mic. So yeah, I'm going to keep going with that. What I'm doing with these, because all of these cottons are definitely thinner than a typical medium weight yarn. Now, some of them are super skinny and some of them are closer to a medium weight. But I'm just kind of indiscriminately pairing 2 together at a time. and using the same hook that I use for my other shrugs that I've made with regular medium weight yarn. So I'm using my J hook, 6mm, and crocheting with about the same tension, and I'm assuming, I think it's feeling like it's going to work up the same. So I'm excited to keep going with that. It's obviously not symmetrical because I started with my tiniest little balls of yarn, and like one of them was able to get the center part of both of these, but the other two I could only get the center part for one. So there, it's gonna be all like mixed up too. So like with all the pairings of pairing two colors to crochet together, every row is gonna have a couple different yarns in it, and some colors will be repeated throughout the panels. You know, if there's enough of that yarn to go for another row somewhere, then I will. But I'm quite excited about this one. And I will make the price for anything that's like cotton or natural fibers a little bit higher than the typical ones that I've been making that is mostly acrylic. Although I have to say the ones that I've been making out of mostly acrylic also have a fair amount, most of them have a fair amount of some sort of fancy specialty yarn in there as well. And I just make those all the same price. But since this is entirely, even though it's all scraps, it's like even more unique and special and natural fibers. So the price will reflect that just a little bit more. It won't be that big of a difference. And I'm also right now in the process of starting to list in my shop all of the recent shrugs and hoods that I made, because Star Lily is at the end of her, I think, at the end of her season of selling with Hostel del Funk. And they did really well in their last show, which is great. She still has some left over that I had sent her. So, but I don't think she's going to buy any from me for a while, maybe not until the next like summer season of music festivals. So the ones that I have made right now, I don't need to hold on to them for her for the future. I'm going to list them in my shop now so that they are available. And there you have it. Hello. So I just did my little interview with the casting director for the YouTube video that they're looking to produce that I mentioned earlier. And I was feeling pretty positive about it. She said they'd love to have me. And then I got an email from the producer of the show, and he gave an example of what they're kind of going for, and it's a different vibe than the other videos on the channel. So it's also from a different channel. So obviously they would do their own take on it. But I emailed back with some questions about how the setup would be, because I'm not so much interested in going into an antagonistic situation and trying to argue with Christians about their beliefs and my lack of belief. I'm not interested in trying to convince anybody out of their belief, or convince anybody that I should be respected for not believing. I'm just more interested in having like a moment to talk a little bit about what my thoughts are, and maybe dispel some of the negative connotations, ideas that people have about atheists in general, like knock down some of the stigma around the word atheist. So I have yet to hear back about that. I'm just not feeling as positive about wanting to do it now. So we'll see what I hear, and I'll let you know in the next video whether or not I decide to go do that. But for now, I'm going to keep working on my scrappy shrug. It's going to have every single color in it all mixed up. It's going to be really, really cool. And it is now Monday, so I really need to get to editing. So I'm going to sign out for now. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, I would love for you to say something about yo-yos in the comments. Just anything about yo-yos. You found a yo-yo in your kitchen or something. I don't know. Let's make anybody else who doesn't watch this all the way to the end curious what the heck we're talking about yo-yos for. But with that, I will sign out. Crochet hooks and colors bright, crafting wonders day and night. Join the fun, come see it through. Subscribe and I'll create for you.